This is the first time I'm recording an episode of ICW since, September. I think. September or early October. So, hi. A lot of stuff has happened in wrestling. And now we're going away from that to ICW Toxic, held in front of a sold-out crowd of 4,000 people in the Walter Pyramid Arena. Yeah, haven't lost it. We start off the show, semi-main of 46, with Samoa Joe, who, if you didn't see Trick or Treat that came out earlier in the week, depending on if I actually upload this when I'm supposed to, which hopefully is before 2022. If you didn't see that, he finally defeated EC3 in the cage match. And now Samoa Joe's here, he's happy that, he kicked EC3's ass. He's ready for embarking on a new path in ICW, becoming what he should have been when he first joined, and that's the Samoan Submission Machine. And then the Destruction Crew come out. They haven't been on the best track recently. They said they were warming up, and then they lost, and lost again, they lost a third time. They've lost a little bit, of course, put down to Balabar. And Cobb, they basically just challenge him, mainly Cobb, Joe's very up to this, he's fine taking on them. He doesn't care which way he takes on, he's fine kicking Cobb's ass right now. Cobb's like, not me. Not me. You can take on Falabar, and then we'll see if you can manage that, Joe. You might have beaten Ethan, but he hasn't done that well here anyway. So, then he goes to pat Joe on the shoulder. He thinks better of it. Like, see you later on, Samoan. And then they all leave, and Joe just stands there, menacingly. Okay. Stands there menacingly. Opening contest segment main of 30 in a terrible match. Myron Reed defeats Mikey Nicholas in 7:55 by pinfall with a Skywalker. Myron Reed getting an aiming performance of a 42. Mikey Nicholas with a 32. The current commentary gave the match a boost. Reed benefit of a hot new move. And of course, since both of these people are unimportant, this is more like a pre-show match that's here. Pardon me. Yeah, okay, they're both inconsistent, and then, yeah. The unimportant thing, that's something we should have to deal with, it's fine. I imagine the match being okay anyway. So, it's something that we have to accept, and then we just have to move on from it. Segment main of 50, a big up match. In a battle that had a decent reaction from the crowd. The subpar wrestling Willie Mack defeats Matt Cardona in 13:30 by pinfall with a chocolate thunder driver. Of course, this is not the deathmatch master Matt Cardona. This is the babyface Matt Cardona. Remember that one? Yeah, that one. Willie Mack with a 49, Matt Cardona with a 47. They benefited from a groundswell of public support. In here, Matt Cardona was inconsistent. Willie Mack did the best he could. Decent match all round. I'm blasting through this pretty fast. No, I'm not pacing myself, it's just fine. And then we have an interview, of course, not with Matt Hardy since he's back in AEW, but the three members of The Investment with their nice little graphic. Look at that nice little graphic. Segment of 41. Shane Strickland's there. Behind him with Chris Bailey, Rush, the new tag team champions. And, they're interviewed about their title win. Of course, Chris Bailey and Rush, they might be behind, not that far behind, they're basically next to him, but Shane Strickland's in the front, as the leader. So they're interviewed about the title win, because Matt Hardy did buy them into it, and they took advantage of the opportunity and then won against the Von Nats and the Destruction Crew. And, they overhyped themselves, it's like Matt Hardy saw potential in us for a reason, because we are the pinnacles of wrestling. And because, we're getting booked. What? Okay. Yeah. Okay, this okay. What? I fully blanked there for a second. Yeah. So we are the true pinnacles of wrestling. One of the greats, Matthew Hardy, saw potential of us, gave us the boost we needed, and now look at us, the tag team champions. What's next, however? Up next is the international title, which is held by Gresham. And then Strickland, he's got to challenge Gresham this week in the Open Challenge. We want to give Gresham a warning that, he might be on his way soon. He might be, looking for that title. And then to the 56, and the bout that had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Shane Strickland defeated Fred Yeti in 11:25 by pinfall with a swerve stomp. Shane Strickland getting a 60, Fred Yeti getting a main performance of a 45. WWE, this is why you shouldn't fire Shane Strickland, dumbasses. Shane Strickland and Fred Yeti have great chemistry. That's gonna be helpful, maybe. Best they could do there. That did pretty well. Better than I thought it would. It was just a match to get Shane Strickland the win, obviously. The television's a little bit weak because it's something I have to work on, but we're doing good for now. Then weighing a 57, Jonathan Gresham, still your international champion. Never lost it once because I changed it and fixed it. So now he didn't lose it for one night by accident. So yeah, that never happened. Jonathan Gresham, still your champion after defeating Christopher Daniels and Kenta, which still would be a great match. And maybe it's really Sean Waltman talking because Gresham he can talk, but he's not much of a talker. He has Waltman there to do the talking for him, and then he can use his words as the answer. And Gresham, he's been one of the standouts in ICW since its inception. He gained the opportunity. He defeated Leo Rush and Matt Cardone at Heatwave to win the championship. That is over his shoulder. And then week in, week out, he defends the title against all challengers and beats each one. And now last on that was on Saturday. Yeah, and now 4 nights ago, he defeats Christopher Daniels, AEW superstar, and one of the greats in the indies, and enter New Japan star, and a simple badass. So what's next for Gresham, now that, he still holds the international championship? Dominate. Simple. Shane Strickland gave out the challenge. Gresham will be waiting for him, and when Strickland finally gives him up on the offer, goes for the title, he'll get taken down by Gresham, which I think might have already happened. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've booked. Okay, I'm not fully there yet. This is the first one I've recorded in over a month. My brain is still loopy. I've blanked out 2 or 3 times already. It's anyway to 56 now. A promo for Silver. He lost. He got close, but he lost against Danielson at the pay-per-view, and people are thinking that, okay, he's debuted, he lost against the champion, that's for Silver. Well, he's not done with Danielson yet. He lost to Danielson, he'll give him up to that. Silver isn't just gonna lose once and then bugger off to the next fight. Now, he's going to prove that he deserves to go against Danielson again, and he's going to fight Danielson at the December pay-per-view named Jingle Bell Rock. And then he's going to beat Bryan Danielson to become the second ever ICW World Heavyweight Champion. And Silver promo. Basically, get Silver on the show, so he doesn't look like a sad loser who's just lost and then he's gone. Then we're in a 48, just a random little filler match in a poor match. Trey Miguel defeated JT Dunn in 12:56 by pinfall with a Yoshi Tonic. JT Dunn getting in with performance of a 5-2. Trey Miguel getting in with performance of a 54. Goes to 7. JT Dunn was inconsistent. However, the post-match is the most important bit of the segment. Then we're in the 44. Full Throttle. They've already had their gripes, about earning the tag title shot and then not getting it. And instead, people bought their way into it. It was a long, convoluted mess. But now that that's all over and done with, they are going for the titles. They should have gotten the opportunity on Saturday, and they let it slide. Now they're not going to let it slide. They're going to fight for it, and they're going to get it, and then they are going to win the tag team titles off the investment. Yeah. So we're at 57, Samoa Joe versus Fallah Bahh. In a decent match, Samoa Joe defeats Fallah Bahh in 14:43 by submission with a coquina clutch. Fallah Bahh once again losing by submission, because he's lost to submission like 2 or 3 times now. Samoa Joe getting his second win on his ICW Toxic in-ring debut. Samoa Joe getting a 70, Fallah Bahh with a 35. Samoa Joe is doubling Fallah Bahh's performance. He could wrestle 2 Fallah Bahhs, and that would be perfect. Samoa Joe inconsistent, declining physical ability because he's getting older. And then Fallah Bahh has penalised for poor stamina in a 14:43-minute match. One of the many reasons why post-match, as Fallah Bahh, is starting to get up at the Coquina Clutch, Samoa Joe is celebrating. Jeff Cobb and Jacob Fatu come out. Samoa Joe lays up his stance. Jeff Cobb and Jacob Fatu get into the ring. Samoa Joe's ready to fight them. Both of them look down to Fallah Bahh as he's slowly trying to get up. Jacob Fatu helps up Fallah Bahh before Jeff Cobb clocks him down with a forearm. Jacob Fatu's kind of shocked by this. Samoa Joe definitely shocked by this. Jacob Fatu is thinking about whether he should try to stop him, but he just stands back as Jeff Cobb lifts up Fallah Bahh and hits him with a tour of the islands. Before getting up again, looking down over Samoa Joe and leaving the ring. So Fallah Bahh is done with the Destruction Crew. Or maybe it's Jeff Cobb. I don't know. I have plans for it. Fallah Bahh, he's usually shit stammer. He can't do well in the ring. He's usually the least performing member. He fits the look I'm going for. Look at these men. They all have similar kind of looks. But he didn't measure up, and it was really upsetting. Then we're at 54 now. Christopher Daniels. We thought it was a one-time deal, but now he's out here 4 days after his loss. Once again, hypes up Gresham for, the amazing match. And quickly pushes us on to his main focus topic. He didn't come over from AEW to ICW in order to just lose the Gresham for the international title. No, he came here for one main purpose. And that main purpose was the world title held by Bryan Danielson. They've had experiences in the past. Daniels remembers, the old Ring of Honor days. They may have faced Ring of Honor. I don't know. I don't actually watch wrestling. I'm an amazing wrestling fan. I know. Yeah. Christopher Daniels basically starting out the challenge, you know? Yeah, we have him down for a few appearances, I think. And I don't exactly want to book him. I'm not going to book him each week. I don't remember how many appearances I have. But I can say that the December pay-per-view is not happening at the end of the month. December pay-per-view is happening like on week 2. So there will be, including this one, there's 6 ICW Toxic shows and then the pay-per-view. So he might miss like half of the... Daniels might miss like half of those shows. Or at least like 2 of them. And then, you know, that'll go down good. It'll be fine, okay, we got this. We had the plan down, you know. Silver saying he's not done with Danielson yet. Christopher Daniels is also setting out his sights. Done. And then, lane of 45 in a decent match. Christopher Daniels defeats Brian Pillman Jr. in 13:52 by pinfall with a BME, getting an in-ring performance of a 48, while Brian Pillman Jr. outperforming with a 52. Pretty interesting. Penalised for inconsistency and decline in physical ability, because Christopher Daniels is 50. But hey, for a 50-year-old, he looks pretty good. So, main event time, lane of 64 in a decent match. Jonathan Gresham defeats Chris. I don't fully remember. I changed it a while ago, I don't remember. Jonathan Gresham defeats Chris Hero in 17:55 by pinfall by submission with an octopus stretch. You can tell him doesn't know what. By submission with an octopus stretch, making defense number 10 of his international title. Big O-Wo. Why did it? Jonathan Gresham getting a 65. Holy shit. Chris Hero getting a 56. They have pretty good chemistry and it lifted the match, which is good to know. It's penalised for chemistry. Was that always the case? I don't remember that was always the case. I don't remember if that was always like the issue, or that's now an issue because I had to redo some stuff. And then that, shit. That's gonna. God, that's an issue, to say the least. I remember correctly, Sean was supposed to retire at some point, but I don't remember when. He'll be back for, he's able to wrestle after injury, because he's currently injured. If he's able to wrestle again in 3 months, and I think he's going to be retired before then. So, I'll have to think of a plan around it. It'll be fine. They main of, overall reign of 58, which is most popularity in 11 regions, gained in 35 regions, and of course in Canada. I edited all the stuff, so I remember how Canada just is maxed out, it's tapped out. The furthest we're gonna get. It's cool. Best we're gonna be able to achieve. Yeah, a lot. It's 58. It's not as good as the pay-per-view. I think it's around the same level we were doing before. If it's not, then it's fine. You know, it's my show doing it again. I'm not fully there yet. It's fine. The show seems evenly balanced out for the most part. Good main event. Overall, good show. Jolly good show.